Hello everyone, my name is Anjali Mishra and welcome back to our YouTube channel CorpBiz. Today, we are going to take a detailed look at the process of registering a public limited company in India. Whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur or looking to expand your business, understanding these steps is crucial. Public limited company registration in India is a mandatory process governed by the Companies Act of 2013. This legal framework ensures that companies operate under defined rules and regulations, promoting transparency and accountability. To initiate this process, you will need to visit the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website MCA, where all filings are done online. Under the Companies Act 2013, a public limited company is distinct legal entity where ownership is divided among multiple shareholders. These shareholders invest in the company by purchasing shares that are freely traded on stock exchanges. One of the key benefits of this structure is that it provides limited liability to shareholders, meaning their personal assets are protected in case of business liabilities. Now, let's talk about the essential requirements for registering a public limited company in India. First, you need a minimum of 7 shareholders. These shareholders can be individuals or corporate entities. Second, you must have at least 3 directors on the board. These directors play a crucial role in the management and decision making of the company. Unlike some other types of companies, there is no mandatory minimum paid up capital required. However, an authorized share capital of at least INR 1 lakh is necessary. You will need to provide self-attested identity proofs and address proofs for all the shareholders and directors involved in the company. A digital signature certificate DSC is mandatory for at least one of the directors, ensuring the authenticity of documents submitted online. All directors must obtain a Director Identification Number DIN from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. This unique identifier is essential for legal compliance and governance. Now, moving on to the feature of a public limited company. A public limited company must have a minimum of 3 directors with a maximum of 15 allowed. One of the key advantages is limited liability, which means that shareholders are only liable for the amount they have invested in the company. There is flexibility in share capital as the company can issue shares to the public to raise capital for its operations. It's mandatory for a public limited company to publish a prospectus providing detailed information about the company's operations and financial health to potential investors. And importantly, every public limited company must add the word limited at the end of its name to signify its legal status. Now let's break down the step-by-step procedure for registering a public limited company. First, ensure all legal requirements are met regarding share capital, numbers of shareholders and directors. Obtain digital signature certificates DSC and Director Identification Number DIN for all directors involved in the company. Register the official address of the company with the Registrar of Companies ROC. Determining registration fees based on the authorized share capital. Submit an application to the ROC for approval of the company's proposed name, ensuring it includes the word limited. Once the name is approved, prepare and submit the Memorandum of Association MOA and Article of Association AOA, which defines the company's goals and internal management policies. All required paperwork, including forms like DIR 12, INC 7 and INC 22, must be duly filed and submitted to the ROC. After verification, the ROC will issue a Certificate of Incorporation COI and a Corporate Identification Number CIN, officially recognizing the company's legal existence. Finally, within 180 days of obtaining the COI, apply for a Certificate of Commencement to commence business operations. Now, let's go through the simplified breakdown of the registration process. There are 4 steps involved in this. First one is file necessary forms online on the MCA portal. Second one is submit all the required documents, ensuring they are complete and accurate. Third one is make payment of professional fees as per the ROC guidelines. And fourth is once all requirements are met, the company will be registered with the ROC. Now, let's explore the advantage of opting for public limited company structure. Limited liability. Shareholders are not personally liable for the company's debts beyond their investment. Separate legal entity. The company has its own legal identity, allowing it to enter contracts, own assets, and incur liabilities in its own name. Capital generation. By issuing shares to the public, a public limited company can raise substantial capital quickly, business expansion and growth. Credibility and visibility. Being listed on stock exchanges exchanges the company's credibility and attracts potential investors. Free transferability of shares. Shares of a public limited company can be freely bought and sold on the stock market, offering liquidity to shareholders. Growth potential. With access to capital markets, public limited companies have greater potential for growth through investments in new ventures, expansions, and acquisitions. Let's go over the essential documents needed for registration. Identity proof, passports and PAN cards of directors and shareholders. Address proof, utility bills or rental agreements confirming residential addresses. Director Identification Number DIN and Digital Signature Certificate DSC for directors. Memorandum of Association MOA and Articles of Association AOA outlining company objectives and internal rules. Declaration by directors and subscribers confirming compliance with incorporation regulations. No objection certificate NOC from the landlord if the registered office is rented. Shareholding pattern and proof of registered office address. There are specific compliance requirements for both unlisted and listed public companies. Unlisted public limited companies must hold regular board meetings, appoint auditors, file returns of deposits, and appoint CFS or CSS within stipulated timeframes. Listed public companies additionally need to conduct annual general meetings, AGMs, financial statements, and annual returns, submit directors' reports, and adhere to SEBI regulations. Finally, let's discuss the costs and timeline involved. Registration fees for public limited company typically range from INR 16,599 to 24,599, depending on the services and consultancy involved. The registration process usually takes between 10 to 14 working days, including the time required to obtain DINs and submit all the necessary documents. The introduction of Spice Plus has streamlined this process significantly, making it more efficient and user-friendly. We hope you found this information valuable. If you have any questions or would like to see more content like this, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video where we will cover more topics on the business registration, compliance and entrepreneurship. Until next time, bye.